Hey guys, I'm back. I kind of wanted to take this time to shed a little bit of light on some things that are uh, have been said or have been done, and some things that aren't receiving enough um, light as they should. A lot of people like to downplay a lot of things. Now tonight's topic, for me is going to be depression. Right? I have some fun numbers, some statistics that I kind of wanted to uh, shed light on here. I think that it's about time that somebody shed light on the situation. I know that I've made a video before on shedding light on suicide, and that is a topic that's very near and dear to my heart, and so is depression at this point. It's two very different things, one's cause and one's effect. Now, by definition, depression is something that is, it's disorder, right? It's a mood disorder that causes a persistent feeling of sadness and loss of interest in things, and self-doubt and self-hatred and so on and so forth. And of course, it's also proven to be a chemical imbalance in your brain, okay? Which of course most doctors like to treat with different type of pharmaceuticals and so on and so forth. Now, I've struggled with this for years. And imagine, you have like 1,000+ friends on your friends list, or you have 1,000+ followers, and you're so happy about this, and you think that this is all the hype in the world, and blah, 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 blah. Imagine out of 5 of your friends, 3 of those individuals are clinically depressed. And 3 of those individuals post the most retarded posts and pictures and memes and whatever the case may be. And they create pandemonium. They get a rise out of you. They smile, they joke, they jump around, they help everybody. Those are the types of people that are technically clinically depressed, but you'll never see it because most of the time people are too busy worried about themselves. Most of the time people are too worried about how they're feeling today. Pushing their feelings onto that person instead of saying, hey, how are you doing today? But who am I to say anything? So with that, I'll throw a couple of numbers at you. I'm not going to make this a long video because there's really not much to say on it here. More than 3 million cases per year in the United States are reported. 3 million cases of depression are reported. Now, it's a lot of people that are dealing with this, and that's a lot of people for the rest of the world to throw a blanket over it and act like it's not there. We tend to look at things that bother us, that might make us feel uncomfortable, and we cover it up. And we pretend like it's not there. It is. Just because you are uncomfortable with it, just because you think it's not there, doesn't mean that it's not very real for some of us. I do also want to throw out a couple more numbers here. Depression is actually the cause of 2/3 of the 30,000 reported suicides in the United States in a year. 30,000 people. 2/3 of those people committed suicide because of depression, because of feeling of inadequacy, sadness, loss of interest, hatred towards themselves. 30,000 people. Again, look at your friends list. Now, another fun fact. For every 2 homicides committed in the United States, there are 3 suicides attributed to depression. Now, this whole phenomenon on the Don't Judge Me challenge, I think is completely ridiculous. But I challenge you. Ask somebody how they feel today instead of worrying about making videos on twerking or what's that new phenomenon they're going through, straight out of whatever the, excuse me, Instead of wasting your time sitting there drinking double cups of codeine and posting pictures of females at the bar or at the strip club, or females doing all this rah rah about men, why don't you open a book? Why don't you check the statistics on what we're going through now? Watch the news. Pay attention. Half the time you see somebody doing something to somebody else, that person's clinically depressed. When you see somebody sitting in a corner by themselves and homeless, and you walk away and the first thing that you think about is, oh, they have time to beg for money, but they don't have time to fill out an application. Who are you to tell them what they should do? Do you know their life? Again, I challenge you to ask somebody how they're doing and genuinely listen and pay attention and genuinely care.